Hey guys, I'm Dr. Andy. Today we are joined by Mitch Webb. He is a Primal certified health coach. We have a similar specialty, and that's helping desk workers and people that sit a whole lot, average Joes, helping them become obviously more healthy. And a little while ago, he wrote a guest blog on our website for the average Joe, the average desk worker. So we wanted to talk about that here today. So thank you very much for joining us, Mitch.
Absolutely.
So first, give us a little, what do you categorize, or how would you define a desk worker?
Well, a desk worker is somebody who sits at a desk all day. They're not getting breaks. They're at their computer. And what I'm finding out after doing some research is that the average American is going to be sitting for 20 plus hours a day. And if you think about it, 8 hours a day sitting at your job, your commute, relaxing in the evenings,
People
sitting
don't
for
think
meals.
about their commute.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But what's interesting that I found out with that is that those who sit for 8 hours a day and go to the gym for an hour have the same disease risk as those that do not go to the gym.
Like, as in their workout is completely nullified.
Yeah, exactly.
Null and void.
Exactly. But
it's probably not reassuring to some.
Absolutely. How do you fix that? You move all day long.
Okay.
Get up every 30 minutes to an hour. Some good ideas for that would be, if you got a call, take it and walk around. Maybe set an alarm on your phone, 30 minutes, an hour. Get up every hour, move around. All you have to do is move for 2 minutes.
I found a good app for that. I don't know if it's available on Android, but I know it's available on Apple, and I'll tag it kind of below in the notes. It's called Stand Up. With a random exclamation mark. So I'll make sure I have that in the notes as well. I found that you can program it for any interval you want, 5 minutes to an hour, and you can actually set it for locations. So if you're at work, it will remind you. If you go on break at lunch or you go home during the weekend, well, then it won't remind you. So it knows, hey, this person's at work. While he's at work, every half an hour, every 45 minutes, I need to get up, or remind him to get up and move around.
Mm-hmm. Even Fitbits, lots of tracking apps. Fitbits, I wear an Oura Ring. It's going to tell you to get up every hour. I believe the Fitbit does as well.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. So what are the biggest health risks that kind of affect the desk worker?
All chronic disease. All chronic disease is your risk for chronic disease is going to go through the roof. We're talking cancer, diabetes, dementia, heart attack.
Okay. All of those, basically the top 5 leading causes of death.
Yeah.
Are all activity related, or all choices of
lifestyle diseases.
Lifestyle diseases, excuse me. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. So other than getting up and moving and trying to stay active as much as you can, what are some of the biggest guidelines you're able to give some of your clients?
My favorite is make your environment conducive to moving. So at my home office, I've got a pull-up bar in the door. So when I walk under that, I'm gonna do a couple pull-ups. I've got balancing mats like Andy has over here on the floor. I've got
AirX pads if you're interested.
I got foam rollers.
I'll tag that too.
I even have the kettlebells, and I'll pick a kettlebell up. Outside I have a trap bar that's loaded up with 185 pounds, 225 pounds, and I'm not going out there to get a workout, but I'll pick it up and do a couple deadlifts. So you're going to get all the
just trying to do a little bit throughout the entire day.
Yeah, get a little pulse of growth hormone, get those metabolic fluids moving around a little bit, stimulate the brain. Guarantee you're going to feel better, and you're going to knock down some of that chronic risk, chronic disease risk.
Yeah. It needs to be tangible to you. So sometimes when you hear cardiovascular disease or heart attack or stroke, it's like somewhere out in the future where you kind of like all of us, we kind of have that idea that it won't happen to me. I'm the invincible one. So even if you have that mentality of okay, I'm not going to worry about these leading causes of death. Frankly, it actually has to do with your quality of life. You feel better, right? I mean, you're not going to go home at the end of the day and just want to sit even more. You want to be active. Like this summer, I was working out a whole lot more during the summer, and I was kind of eating a whole lot, healthier. And as a result, it just affected everything from my mood to my energy levels. Shoot, I would go and do CrossFit at lunch. And I would come home later that day, and I was like, I'm itching. I want to go for a run. And I did it because I just felt so good. My body just felt a whole lot better, and I was kind of just taking advantage of the fact that you just have this huge energy boost. So I mean, movement is key, and certainly the lack of movement and our jobs just play such a huge role in that, because heck, I mean, it's what you got to do for minimum, 8 hours a day. Unfortunately, we have a lot more outside of our jobs where we do a lot of sitting that people probably don't think about.
Mm-hmm. And the good news is those that get up and move throughout the day, say you get 10,000 steps in a day, that workout at the end of the day is optional. You've done your workout. You've moved.
Yeah.
It's icing on the cake.
I've heard 10,000 is kind of like that benchmark.
Yeah.
Do you recommend when people first start that they immediately aim for 10,000?
It depends on where you're at now. Some people, we start at 5,000. And even if you don't want to walk, maybe you don't like walking, you can easily stand up and sit down, touch your butt to your chair, and stand up. Do that 5 times, and bonus points for jumping.
The good news is that you could do that at your work, and even though people will probably look at you really, really weird, it's not like you're leaving your desk and you can get in trouble. If you work at some of these local companies that don't let you move your desk unless it's like a set break time. Yeah. Any last thoughts or recommendations?
I could take a million, but not the second.
Sure, we wouldn't have enough time in the video. Maybe another video. All right, Mitch, thank you very much. Burlington, if you guys have any questions, comment below. Email me or Mitch. I'll tag him as well so you can have his information. Remember to live with passion and not pain.